Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Daisha. I am the owner of PGL Planners, and this is my YouTube channel where we do everything faith and planning. And welcome to today's video. If you're new here, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and hit that bell notification to stay updated on all things new. And welcome. A few things, y'all. This is going to be extremely casual. You're going to hear some noises in the background. I'm going to try to keep them to a minimum. I need to do this voiceover right now, though, and my kids are up. They're playing. It's just going to have to be the one video where you get a good amount of kid noise, okay? Also, I know my screen protector on this iPad right here needs changing. It needs to be changed. I have not located the second screen protector that came with the pack I bought. I don't know if I used it already. I'm not sure. I need to order another one. But right now I'm on a spending freeze. So I will have to get it later. So we're just going to deal with the fact that there's going to be scenes in this video where you're going to see all of my handwriting from the many months of me using the screen protector, and we're just going to ignore it. So anyways, I am setting up my desk. I wanted to see if I could still use the items with the main background or whatever, because I love the little wooden block, and I'll probably include a wooden block in the next setup we do. Also, if you are in the Discord and you are a part of the pay tier, so that's Bethlehem and Garden of Eden, don't forget the freebies channel that is inside of the Discord. There is always a monthly freebie there unless I say otherwise, so definitely do not miss out, because there is a teddy bear desk setup that is there for this month's freebie, and it is so cute, and I'm probably going to switch mid-month to it, but right now I'm just rocking this one. Love the way that this one turned out. This is the book that I'm currently reading right now. I couldn't wait. I was going to pause, but the first one was so good. As you guys can see, I love that book. And so I went ahead and got the other one, and I knew it. I looked up the author. She is a believer. I knew it. It's a clean fiction, and it is a clean romance. That means no bedroom scenes and no cursing. But there doesn't necessarily have to be any faith content inside of clean fiction, but a lot of clean fiction authors are Christian, and so I knew it because they kept going to the church bingo, and she did mention that she prayed to God, and it wasn't in a way where it's like, oh, pray to God, this doesn't happen. It was like an intentional mention, and so I was like, I wonder if she's a believer, and I looked it up, and she is, and I'm so excited because she has bonus content available for the books. So there's a scene that's not in the first book, but it kind of gives you an extension for the first book, and so I'm excited to go read that. I just love authors that give a little extra, and she has three series. So yeah, I'm sorry, I'm fangirling over this author. Anna has stolen my heart with her writing style, so I had to talk about it. But anyways, it's time to set it up. I totally didn't realize, I guess at some point when doing these little setups here, I deleted my own handwriting intro where I put my name and stuff, so I'm putting that there right now. I don't know, it slipped my mind, y'all. I was like, oh, the start date and all of that's not there. So if you are using Zoom Notes, go ahead and just, if you do this to the front, write your stuff in and then create a new layer and lock this layer. That way, if you add things, you delete it and stuff, that first layer is forever safe, which is what I'm doing right now. I'm adding that layer and locking it. So moving forward, when I go to change my front page here, it won't delete my name and stuff, because I want to know when I started this planner, and I want to know all of the things, right? So anyways, I'm using vellum paper this month to be at the front. And I love the vellum papers. They are see-through, so it gives that feeling of a real vellum. If you don't know what an A4 is and you're trying to understand why I create all of these products, please go look up a A4 setup video. You'll understand all of the terminology I'm using. I did not make it up. I did not pull it out of thin air. I was obsessed with A5s, and I did a lot of research, and I wanted to create that experience to the best of my ability for digital. So that is essentially what that is. So now we're going ahead and we're decorating our monthly dashboard. I had to do this setup over the course of 2 days because yesterday I took the day off of work. I filmed, but I didn't do anything that required interaction for the most part because I was exhausted, because the day prior to yesterday I went ham. I completed all of my freebies that I had on my list. I completed all of the things. There's verse cards for the month of February in there. There's wallpapers. There's 2 freebies, one for paid tiers and then one for everyone, where it's free for everyone. And it's a tea time kit. And I'm so excited because I'm going to use that for my journaling setup for this next set of 7 days. And it's so cute. It's just very green, matcha-esque tea vibes. I was like, I don't think I ever really did like a just casual tea set. I've done the traditional like antique-ish tea situation, but I have not done like a casual tea drink kind of kit. And so I wanted to do one, and I thought it would be perfect as a freebie. So that's what I did, because I noticed like a lot of my ladies, when I asked what are their favorite fall drinks or what are their favorite winter drinks to stay warm, a lot of them say that they love tea over coffee, which I'm totally game for. I love tea. I understand the concept of that. So I was like, I need to give them a casual tea set, because not everyone's whipping out their china sitting at a table. You know what I'm saying? Like, not everyone's doing that. So anyways, I love the way I set up my month dashboard. I'm obsessed. I cannot wait to fill it in. I love a monthly dashboard after the pin. And when I finish filling out this planner for the full year and we do like a full planner flip through, which I wanted to do last year, but I lost. I'm not going to talk about it. Anyways, when I do the full planner flip through, I am going to be gushing over each of the monthly dashboards because I just love it. You guys are looking at a Christmas gift over there in the top left corner. That is my mug warmer. It also warms candles at a perfect 150 degree Fahrenheit temperature. You can get the most beautiful melt on your candle, and the smell is perfect without it getting too hot. So if you do get this, it is on my Amazon store. It's not by the time you watch this, it will be on my Amazon storefront. I'm going to do a post for it on there. I have been trying to be a little bit more active on my Amazon storefront because I order stuff and then I don't add it. So I'm doing that. I'm going to add this to my Amazon storefront because it is a must. I love it for my desk. It keeps my coffee the perfect temperature. It warms my candles wonderfully, and it's so stinking cute. They have other colors, but it is just thebomb.com. So anyways, you guys see how I set this up? She is stunning. Now, I don't go through in this video everything, like all the steps. I am going to show you all some spreads, kind of like a before and after situation, like a before the pin, after the pin kind of thing, because I wanted to kind of not take 10 years to do this. This video is 30 minutes long. I'm also doing a voiceover because it took me 2 days to film this, and I've got my kids. We've got school this week. My husband is working overtime, so I really don't have a window of time where I can do the voiceover and get my videos out early in the day at the same time, which is why you are going to hear my son in the background, like heaving for air as he's running around, and my daughter may interrupt and ask a question, but we're gonna ignore that and pretend like this is 100% professional, okay? Anyways, I'm starting to dig the other pin that is inside of Zoom Notes. I don't know what it's called, but I think it's like the calligraphy pin. It's like the pin where it does have that pressure sensitivity. I like it for headings and for drawing my little hearts. So I have been using it a little bit more. I'm grabbing the blessings for this month section, and I realize now watching this back even, and when I did it, I was like, that was kind of dumb. I could have just screenshotted the whole thing. Like, why did I do it in 2 pieces? I don't know. Like, look at this. I could have just did the whole. Anyways, whatever. Sometimes we make less than smart decisions, and it's okay, especially if you have a lot going on, and we as women always have a lot going on. So I'm going to be making my list here of what I want to do, and I ended up stopping it because I had noises going on in the background, but I filled out this page, and so now we're moving to the next thing, which is getting the date dots organized. Once again, sorry for the noise in the background. But I wanted to go ahead and add these date dots to my organizer because I really do love them, and I can definitely see myself using them outside of just this month. Any date dots that I feel like I'm enamored with will go in the organizer. That will not be every month's date dots, just the ones that I feel like I will use more than once for different months. Or maybe I'll use it for a week view. It may match a sticker kit that I do for Etsy that, doesn't have date dots and doesn't have script. So that is what that situation is. I love watching these back, and like the work is already done so quick. It's like you close your eyes and the date dots are there. I wish, okay? Anyways, I'm going ahead and putting the weekdays up here at the top. This box is just effortlessly pretty. I try my best every month to make each box feel kind of like you don't have to work hard to get it to do what you want it to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like I'm having to fight with my boxes when I'm planning, and I think that that's making this planner feel even more usable to me. But also, obviously, I create these stickers. I'm aware of the fact that it should be easy to me because I'm making them. But there was a point in time where I remember using my products and I enjoyed them, but I did feel like it took a little bit more effort and editing of the stickers to get it to work with my planner. But now I feel like I just don't have to do that. So yeah, I'm using the side area over here for decor purely because February should not be a busy month. January has been interesting. She came in with a punch, but praying that February can be just as relaxed as the spread that I'm creating here, because yeah, I don't want the madness. I don't want the craziness. I'm like, Lord, just give us like a minimized version. Let it be that time where it's chill. I'm sorry, you guys. My son is definitely enjoying the balls that he has inside of this little bucket that he's scraping across the floor. It's just so crazy. I try to not allow my work to cut into their playtime, which is why you often won't get a real-time video of me in the daytime unless you are a part of the Patreon. So you guys never hear this noise over here. I was trying to remember when the book club meeting was, and I just literally could not remember for the life of me. So I had to go into the Discord because we were playing with the idea of moving it into that second week of February, but we decided since January is so long that we should have enough time to read the third book of the Milana Legends. The third book is called Oceans Deep. I started reading it 2 days ago, and I'm just so in love with it. Give me 1 second, though. Okay, I'm back. You guys, thank you for for watching this and ignoring the noise. Thank you. Anyways, so I'm using the labels to do my months. You guys remember these do shrink, so you can put them to the very near corner without it interrupting your date dots. You see, I figured that out shortly after. I don't know why I thought it had to be full size, but you totally can shrink them into the corner, which makes these even more likable for me. And I'm really starting to think this might be our next thing, just like labels for you to write on. I love having script, I do. But it is a lot of noise in the kits, and it does make for a little extra work that's unnecessary. I am trying to optimize my working productivity and like make it to where I can do things a little bit faster, and stuff that's just redundant or repetitive or takes up a lot of time, I'm starting to ask myself, is it needed? Is it necessary? And how often are we really using it? And the script was the next thing. The Dutch doors were the first thing. The script is definitely the next thing as far as like what my thought process is on it. And then we'll move around and kind of do things, because I do get requests and a lot of people want a lot of different things, and I want to be able to do that. Now, this particular clip, you can see the scratches on my screen. Remember what we talked about in the beginning of this video? We're ignoring that. We're not looking at that. She knows she needs to buy it. I'm glad I'm on a spending freeze, though, you guys. I literally don't need to spend another dime. Because yeah, I haven't been spending a lot of money, but I have wanted to get to a certain number. I've got some things I want to take care of, and the books and the tabs can totally take a pause. They were not expensive by any means, and I did use my Amazon payout for my Amazon storefront to get some of the books and things, but still, you know, she could have saved that. She didn't need it. But I am reading my books, though. I've read 4 of the books that I've purchased, and they're decently stacked books, and I like to take my time, and I've been tabbing through them, and so we're definitely doing well with it. So anyways, that line that I drew on there, you're going to see later in this video that I do fix it. It is crooked as a mug, and I didn't see it until I got on my iPad mini to film the second day of this video that it was jacked up. So yes, she knows it's janky. She's going to fix it. I love how I'm referring to myself like this, like it has nothing to do with me. We got to take a pause, though. This is for my gamers. This little section right here is for the gaming sisters who just love to play games. Infinity Nikki Infinity Nikki. Infinitely Nikki, Nikki infinitely. I am in love. That update they just dropped last night is insane. And this game is doing something that is making me really happy that all of the other games that were online games always have a store tagged onto it so they can make money, like DDV, but DDV is paid, which we're not going to go there. Anyways, this game is free to play. There is a store attached, but you can make the in-game currency to buy the pretty things within the game. You don't have to spend money at all to actually enjoy this game. And that has made me really happy. I'm a huge believer in supporting creators, though, because I'm a creator and I know how much work goes into doing this. It may look real simple, but it is a lot of moving parts on top of just being a small business owner within itself. So when it comes to games being free to play and attaching a store to it, I do try to pay for certain things if I like them. But with this game, they don't drop updates where you feel like you have to buy every single thing. And so for me, it's easy for me to set a monthly budget with this game, which has been nice. So when I do go to budget for February, I have decided that I am going to set a budget for this game where I can't spend any more than that. And if I don't like anything that month, I'm not going to spend that amount on it at all. And that makes me feel good because I don't feel like I was able to do that with any of my other games. Now the gaming section it's done. Okay. Now, the prayer section. How many of you all are using this in your planner? I used it for January. I'm going to go back and reread those prayers at the end of January to do my closeout prayer that is on the faith tab at that bottom square where it says closeout prayer. I'm going to go through and read the prayers that I prayed for the beginning of January and just kind of like wrap up my prayer over it. Thank him for any answered prayers, that kind of thing. So if you're not sure, like, oh, I don't know, or this is too much room, throw some really large stickers on it and then fill it out if it's a bit too daunting for you. Sometimes I don't have that much to say. So I like to put stickers in the way of certain areas of the lines so I don't feel like I'm writing an essay and I can still pray. There's still room for me to pray. So if that's you, just copy me. Do what I do, okay? It's going to make it a lot easier for you to get your prayers out and stuff like that. Of course, I'm not going to make you guys sit here and watch me write 4 different prayers for 4 different things, but I just wanted to show you how I set it up in case maybe this is something that you would want to do. But this is my prayer. These are my prayers, not this is my prayer. These are my prayers for the month. And then this is my home planner. Certain things that I just didn't want us to have to sit and watch. Give me 1 second. All right. So, and then this is my TBR. And I did rearrange and add some things. And so now we're going into that next day of planning. I needed to go ahead and set up my custom section. There are 4 things that I just need. I changed my month. I fixed the thing and at the top, and then I put little ribbons. And I wanted a link marker at the top, not to link me to February because I know I can press the 2 on the side to get to February. But I just wanted the little cinnamon and coffee little thing at the top because it just looks so cute. But I used the frames at the top to add a little extra like cuteness to it. And yeah, I thought it was adorable. But now, anyways, what I was saying, I like 4 specific things in my custom sections. And that's always going to be my lesson planner, budget, a notebook, and my workflow. Those 4 things are a must in this custom section. If I add anything else, it's not going to be something that I'm doing every single month. So if I decide that I want to do the devotional, or if I want to do something like that, then, you know, that'll be every other month or so, which is why I did this like this. If you don't need it, you don't need it. So I did not want to give those dividers for each custom section because it was taking up a lot of space and it added a lot of bulk to this planner file that was not necessary. So yeah, this was literally a very smart decision. I look and I'm like, yeah, I think we can grow these planners pretty big basically without having to worry about the bulk. And if you're using the external linking method that I showed you all in the tutorials for this, then it's definitely going to save you some room. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go to the 2025 tutorials playlist. There are some good videos over there that'll show you how to kind of work the planner to the best of its ability so that you don't end up with a large file. So anyways, I'm just doing my tabs at the top for those 4 sections that we just talked about that I need every single month, gotta have. literally, I've been forcing myself. I'm like, I'm going to budget every single month for PGL. I don't care, because my funds are separate from our home funds. And I kind of juggle like the kids' clothes, any extracurricular things that we do, Leia school, paying for things for the business, keeping everything looking good, any device upgrades, stuff like that, and then savings. So like, it's a lot of different moving parts, and I realized that I can't just blindly deal with all of those moving parts. I need to sit down and look at how many, like what I'm doing with my sources of income. God has been very, very gracious, and he's provided multiple sources of income for PGL, but I was being very irresponsible with them because I was not tallying any of them up. I wasn't paying attention to, what could be done better with this particular avenue of income. What can I do with, like, I was being irresponsible. Okay, I was being a teenager and I had to wake up. And so I have been absolutely on top of my finances each month, making sure that there is some chunk of what I'm making going into savings, like has to go into savings. So I'm very proud of myself. I have been using that budget template monthly, and it's also a part of our challenge in the financial channel. My sister runs the financial challenges, and she's amazing. My credit score, I'm not going to tell you all, but has jumped tremendously since taking a lot of my sister's advice. So if you are struggling with finances and you are part of the Garden of Eden tier, don't be shy. You can reach out to her. You can DM her. She's got some solid advice. My sister is great with money. Anyways, out of the money talk, this is my workflow view. I like to have my work separate for any surprises or things. I often show you guys kind of like the before the pin view of like just me ballparking my month. But as the month goes on, and if things change, if I have any meetings, if I have any like collabs, if I have anything going on, or if I want to have anything going on, I'm going to put it in here after all of that. So I won't show you all my workflow after I start filling it in, but definitely going to be showing you guys it before, just to kind of encourage you to use it if you have work or if you're doing anything on the side. Having a month view like this is paramount for someone who owns a business, especially a small business that you're running by yourself, because there's just a lot of moving pieces to this. And this year is definitely going to be the year of growth for PGL. Once I get a good handle on the kids' schooling and, we're kind of getting into the summer school portion, I'm going to have a lot more time on my hands, and I want to hit the ground running with that time that I'm going to have, that allotted time. And so I do want to start setting up some things to be in motion, which I'm excited about. Because I did do it at the end of the year, which definitely paid off because I had my first sponsorship, but I kind of slacked after that and got a little bit tired. I don't think I slacked. I just needed rest, but definitely going to be time to hit the ground running in the summer and stuff like that. So having a workflow view, all of that to be said, is definitely a benefit to any business owner to keep up with what you're doing and stuff. And then pray over your work as well, which is always paramount. My husband was texting me. I have to make a grocery list once I'm done doing this voiceover, and I need to make the newsletter once I'm done with this, hop into the Discord, message everyone back from the day that I took yesterday off, so I know that there's some new messages and things like that. And then I'm going to relax and enjoy myself until about 8, 9 o'clock. I'm going to hop back into the Discord, and I'm going to make sure to get these boxes out as soon as everyone's payments go out. It's always up to Patreon. I try to wait for that last batch of payments that are set to come out today before I send out that first bulk. So be patient with me. I know there's going to be some newer ladies that are going to be getting their boxes today. It normally goes out between 8:40 to sometimes, unfortunately, 11 p.m. EST. And that's because of Patreon, not because of me. I want to make sure everyone's payments have come out and have been cleared before I send out the boxes, because I don't want the error of me sending you your box and you did not pay for it yet, and then maybe the payment declines, and then we're in this awkward space where you have this whole box for free and I still have not received payment. So that is why I wait fully for everyone's payment to actually occur. It's just me being safe and locking down that payment first. Work goes into these boxes, ladies, I'm telling you. And unfortunately, I have stumbled into an instance where that did occur and I did not receive payment. And so I don't want that to ever happen again, because I did have to remove that person from the Discord. And that's really, really sad. I don't ever want to have to hassle anybody for payment. So that is another reason why we wait. So anyways, the custom section is proving to be, the little organizer thing, it's proving to be one of my most used accessories for this planner, because I don't want to always have to go into GoodNotes to find things. It's really nice to know that there's a section that I can just click into that houses all of my favorite, most used items. Just literally chef's kiss. Love it. No, I'm not going to make you guys watch me organize these stickers for the date dots. I am going to jump clip and you guys will be like, oh, it's done, and we'll be happy again. I'm also very hungry. I made a baked ravioli last night and it is sitting in the oven waiting for me and my kids to have for lunch. I'm so excited for it. I cannot wait. I think I'll probably make the grocery list after I eat, because we all know it is not wise to make a grocery list while you're hungry. I cannot stress that enough. Oh my gosh. Anyways, this is what I mean. See, I'm back in the organizer again. Excuse my ashy hands. And I'm grabbing the boxes that I need. If you did not know, Zoom Notes does save a couple of the things that you paste in the saved clips section. So you can copy more than one thing and go into saved clips and it will be there for you. In case you did not know that, yes, that is an option inside of Zoom Notes. And I love that because iPad does not have a clipboard function where you can look at everything that you've copied over the span of time. Samsung does, and it's inside of the Edge panel, which you turn on within your settings. I was very disappointed to find that iPads do not have that, but if you're using Zoom Notes, you do get that little treat, which I definitely love, because that was one of the things I missed and still miss about my Samsung tablet, the Edge panel. I can't even talk. The Edge panel is unmatched. It is the smartest thing you can give someone who's using a tablet for note-taking, planning, whatever. Definitely wise. I'm sorry. My son is definitely probably playing with his big fire truck right now, so we're going to have a little extra noise in the background. But I was trying to figure out if auto scaling was on for these paste objects. I'm going to have to find out how to do that in the settings, because I can't quite remember where that is. But it's coming in big when I'm pasting it from the saved clips, which I'd never noticed it until now. So I'm wondering if there's a setting that is on my iPad 10th generation that is not currently on this one. I don't know. But either way, we're going to figure it out. And when I do, if that's something you're struggling with, I'll let you know. But we're getting closer and closer to the end of this video. This is my workflow view filled out. It looks so good. I'm so in love with it. And now this last portion of the video is just going to be me linking these things to where I need them to go. No, it's not. It's going to be me grabbing my budget, and then I'm going to be linking these things to where they're supposed to go. So I'm not going to close out music. What I am going to say is this is the external linking that I'm talking about. You can link things inside of your planner, but I do recommend trying to link some things outside of your planner. Like I make a folder, which I think I showed you all that folder, or I'm going to do it in this video. I'm not sure if I put it in here, but either way, I create a folder for each month and I upload that document to that folder. So lesson planners, I don't put in my actual planner. The notebook, I do not put in my actual planner, and I don't put the workflow inside of my planner. The only thing that goes in my planner for like the custom section is this budget situation, because it is a template that was provided within the planner. I would do daily views the same, except for the daily view that came with this month's box. I'm going to do that as a separate thing within the February folder and just link it to my month. That way I can quickly get to those day views over there, because I do want to try to do a challenge, and I'm going to see if anybody in the Discord wants to join me on that, where we do the daily view for every day of the month with our faith stuff and all that. So anyways, now that I'm getting to the end of this video, I can confidently close this out. If you like what you see, definitely check out the description box below. It is a Patreon subscription box, so it's not going to be in the Etsy shop. You do have to subscribe monthly to obtain this between this video, if you're seeing this, all the way to February 8th. That will be the last day you can get this particular box. But I hope you all enjoyed this setup. I am so thankful for each and every one of you. I hope you love what I've done here. God bless you. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Bye!